This is the moment entitled celebrities got arrested.
It's always some type of BS drama.
Let's see what he wants to do.
Turn around. For battery, domestic violence. Put your hands behind your back.
Listen, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why
move.
are you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Are you really arresting me?
Put your hands behind your back.
Are you really arresting me right now? No, are you really arresting me?
Put your hands behind your back.
I will get back to my truck right now if you let me out of these handcuffs. If you keep going, it's going to be a mistake, sir. I promise. I know every high pole, I know every sheriff in Tulsa. Okay?
That is Grammy Award-winning country singer Zach Bryan, who had learned that he wasn't above the law. On September 4th, 2023, an Oklahoma Highway Patrol officer pulled over a vehicle for speeding. As the stop progressed, another car suddenly parked nearby, and the driver, Zach Bryan, stepped down and approached the stopped vehicle. With this, he was interfering in the officer's investigation, and his disregard for authority would land him in big trouble.
Hey, what you doing?
I'm wondering why it's taking so long.
Well, it's not any of your business. If you need to get back in your truck because you interfere with officer discharge of duties right now. Either get back in your truck or go to jail. I don't care which.
I'll go to jail. I'm done.
All right. Put your hands on your back.
Second time it's happened in 3 days.
Well, he just got caught for speeding. I write him a citation.
I know, I get it. This is my security guard. I'm just waiting for him. It's taking a long time. I was just curious, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, hey,
I'm not trying to be
an option to get back in your truck. You said you're ready to go to jail. I said you interfered with officer.
I know, I've been a smart ass. I shouldn't have been. I apologize.
All right.
Truly.
Go back here and have a seat.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Because officers aren't fond of people interfering in their investigation, saying, "I'll go to jail, let's do it," wasn't very smart of Zach. He eventually apologized for his outburst, but his entitlement would get him in bigger trouble.
Can you please take these handcuffs off me, sir?
I will if you let me finish up this traffic stop.
There's no need for me to be handcuffs, actually.
Yeah, right now, there is because you've interfered with my traffic stop.
Sir.
And you wouldn't let me finish.
I will have... This is why people do not like police officers.
I understand.
No, I understand too, sir.
I gave you an
No, yes, sir. No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't. I'm a 27-year-old kid. And I said, take me to jail then. I was going to apologize immediately after.
I know, and will you let me finish up this?
I would get back to my truck right now if you let me out of these handcuffs.
Well, if
If you don't, it's going to be a mistake, sir. I promise. I know every high pole, I know every sheriff in Tulsa.
Okay, that's
I let 40 of them go to my BFK show.
you know,
I know you don't give a fuck, but like this is just insane.
I didn't say that.
Second time it's happened in 3 days. These cops are out of hand, truly.
Zach would go on to win 4 Billboard Music Awards and a Grammy, all within a year after this incident. So he was already a big name and was likely not bluffing when he made those threats. He also wasn't bluffing about being arrested recently, because only 2 days before this incident, he was stopped by an officer for speeding and put in cuffs in the exact same way.
What's your current address?
I'm not really comfortable sharing that.
You have to.
Okay. I'm not comfortable sharing.
Okay, so either you can give me the information that I need for my ticket I'm going to give you, or you could go to jail. So which one would you like to do?
Because I'm not going to give you my address?
Yeah, it's called obstruction.
Okay, I'm going to call my lawyer real fast and see what I have to do.
Okay. Open up your door.
I just moved into my new house. I don't know my address.
Put your coffee cup inside your truck.
Oh, shit. I can't wait for this, man.
Go ahead and go back to the front of my car.
1 sec.
Go back to the front of my car. Okay.
Are you really arresting me?
Put your hands behind your back.
Are you really arresting me right now? No, are you really arresting me?
Put your hands behind your back. If you fight, you're going to go to jail.
This is crazy.
What's crazy is you're not giving me the
No,
information
sir.
that I need.
Let's do this.
Like in the first arrest, Zach was ready to shut down any conversations with the officers by choosing to go to jail, only to backtrack and beg for mercy.
Okay, so now, because we're sitting on the side of the road, I'm not going to sit here and go all this back and forth stuff. Are you going to give me the information I need?
I don't know the address, sir.
Okay, so why didn't you just say that?
Because I don't think it's any of your business where I live. I'm a famous musician. I don't want people to know where I live.
Okay, sir. Listen, I'm only using this information for a ticket that I was
I have
afraid
handcuffs
of.
on me right now, sir. You can take me to jail. I'm not doing this.
Central, I got one detained. Okay, so you want to go to jail for...
I don't want to go to jail, sir. This is just insane.
I pulled you over for speeding, man. It's a speeding ticket.
Sounds great. I didn't want to share with you where I lived.
He was eventually uncuffed and sent off with just a ticket, but he wasn't so lucky 2 days later, as he was taken to jail and charged with obstruction of an officer. However, he was released shortly after and put a statement on social media saying, "I was just an idiot and I'll take the fall for it. I'm a grown man and I shouldn't behave like that and it won't happen again." Aside from spending several hours in jail, Jack's entitlement had no severe consequences, and his career and fame only grew stronger. But the next celebrity was so entitled that her arrest would officially end her career and a whole lot more.
In 7 trips to court, Solo's attorneys, including Sykes and Assistant DA Broyhill, fought to block the release of these recordings. Some of their reasons: to preserve Solo's right to a fair trial, to protect her children's identities, and to protect Hope Solo's reputation.
Hope Solo is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist and was a goalkeeper for the United States women's national soccer team from 2000 to 2016, during which she became a World Cup winner. She was very well celebrated, but her interaction with police on March 31st, 2022 would completely change that. Officers arrived at a Walmart parking lot after reports that a woman had been sleeping in her car with her 2-year-old twins in the back seat for over an hour.
People were kind of concerned saying you guys were out here sleeping and want to make sure you were okay. Okay, what's going on? Why are you sleeping out here in the parking lot?
Because I took a nap.
Okay, where do you live? 1324 code 2. Okay. Are your kids okay?
Yes.
Okay, why are you sleeping in the parking lot?
Because I'm tired.
Okay, where do you live?
I live.
How much have you been drinking today? Why don't you turn the car off first? Let's turn the car off first.
While the officer asked multiple questions without giving enough time to answer them, Solo didn't seem cooperative either way. She appeared intoxicated and was starting to develop an attitude with the officer, but that would not end well for her.
How much have you drank tonight? You sure? I'm asking you how much have you had to drink. I'm not asking you how much are you fine. I understand you're talking to me. How much have you had to drink tonight? 0 alcohol. Alright, do you have your ID with you?
Sir, I'm just,
Okay, can you get that for me, please?
of course, give me a second.
No, can you do that now, please? Thank you.
Hey, look. I have a police officer.
Oh.
I just was trying to take him out because I'm sick of American driving. Yeah, I mean, I pulled over in a Walmart parking lot to take him out, but I have no idea why he's here, but, you know.
Solo refused to provide any form of identification to the officers, and she didn't seem too concerned with her situation or that of her kids. She was now under investigation for driving while intoxicated and child endangerment, but the only thing she cared about was getting on her phone.
Can you get your ID, please?
Okay,
No, you're not. You're on your phone. I need you to get your ID for me, please.
I have every right to.
You do, and you have every right to comply with police when they're asking you for your ID.
Of course.
Can you please get that for me? Well, where are you trying to come? Where are you coming from anyway? Okay, where are you coming from?
However, with no cooperation from Solo after over 5 minutes of asking, the officer decided he was done being a nice cop.
I was just taking it out.
We're not. I can do this.
My phone.
Step on out of the vehicle, or I will make you step out of the vehicle. I'm asking you nicely, so you don't cause a scene in front of your
I
kids.
can't take my phone.
Yes, I can. I can do all these things. Okay? Step on out of the vehicle.
Can I have my phone?
Step on out of the vehicle for me. Step on out, or I'm pulling you out. Again, you have 2 kids in this car. You have 2 kids in this car. Don't embarrass you in front of your kids.
I'm not embarrassed.
Step out of the car.
I would like to call my attorney.
Step out of the car.
I would like to call my attorney.
You are not calling your attorney anyone right now. Right now, the 2 things you're going to do is you're going to stand here. Do you consent to providing field sobriety
He
tests?
took my phone.
Yes, I did.
Because you're not complying to law enforcement right now.
But I am compliant.
No, you're not.
No, you're
I
not.
have two kids in the car.
Yes, and you've made them cry.
I took a knife.
You've made them cry now because you
I'm
wouldn't
not
comply.
driving.
The car was on.
The car was not on, sir. So I need my friend.
Then I'm taking you to jail.
Okay.
And you won't get the phone. Nope. 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 Put your hands behind your back. Now. You're now under arrest for resist, delay, obstruct of an officer.
Because we're trying to investigate something and you're not being cooperative right now.
Although she refused to field sobriety tests, Solo was clearly intoxicated with 2 toddlers in the vehicle, which was certain jail time, but she made it much worse by delaying and refusing orders from the cops. However, this was just the start of her very embarrassing night.
I don't need you to touch me.
All right, let's go.
I can walk by
Well,
myself.
I'm gonna make sure that
Oh my God, you don't need to touch me.
All right, that's fine.
All right, that's cool. Because I will have a complaint that you touched me inappropriately. Do not touch me.
We've
I
done
will,
this.
I will get in the car. You don't need to touch me.
Okay, sit back so I can put the seatbelt.
You are loving this, aren't you?
No, I hate it.
No, you love it. You love every moment of it. I'm so sorry you had nothing else to do tonight. But I hope I was very entertaining for you, because I know I was. I know that I blessed you with my presence. Because that's what I do.
I hope your kids take care.
My kids are amazing.
I hope they're under good care with your husband.
They have the best mother and the best husband, the best father in the world.
Good.
Don't even insinuate that I'm not an amazing mother, you piece of Jesus. You don't know what I do every day. What do you do?
Alright, relax.
What the
Relax your hand so she can fingerprint you.
insinuate I'm a bad mother, you. That's my you to you. I have not once said that, but if you insinuate that, I will say you. I'm an amazing mother, and I'm there every day. Every day. Yeah. Go ahead and talk. You only want to put my children, because I have twins, by the way, children, in danger was your police officers crawling in my car without a search warrant.
After getting her blood sample from medics, Solo had a blood alcohol concentration of 0.24, 3 times the legal limit. Interestingly, she also tested positive for Delta-9 THC, the active ingredient in marijuana. After her booking in jail, her lawyers quickly began plans to prohibit the body cam footage from reaching the general public. A very brazen and unusual act.
Is there anything at all you want the public to know about you guys fighting the release of this video?
It's not atypical for the government to object or oppose to the request for release of these recordings. What is atypical is having to come 7 times in order to accomplish that.
But after 6 months and 7 court appearances, the court ruled that the footage be made public. You'd expect that this would ruin Solo's career, but her career was already ruined long before this. In 2014, Solo was arrested for 4th-degree assault against her half-sister and nephew. She was then suspended for 30 days by U.S. Soccer in 2015 after a DUI-related incident. Ultimately, U.S. Soccer suspended her for 6 months and terminated her contract in August 2016 for abusing opponents after an Olympic match loss.
6 months, suspension, no pay, terminated contract, effective immediately. Terminated contract, not just a suspension.
How can they do both?
It's both. 17 f***ing years and it's over.
And with this arrest, Solo received a 24-month suspended sentence and a 30-day active sentence. She spent 30 days at a rehabilitation facility and was ordered to pay $2,500 in fines and $600 for lab tests. And months later, she released a statement saying, "I let alcohol get the better of me at this moment on this god-awful day, and I will suffer the consequences for some time." So far, none of the celebrities have committed any brazen acts, but that can't be said for the next celebrity who stabbed her boyfriend in the neck and caused fatal injuries.
Is he dead? Is he dead?
Sit down.
Okay, no, I'll sit down. I just scared.
Sit down.
He's not dead, is he?
The fatal incident happened on April 3rd, 2022, and it starts with a very distraught 911 call.
Does he have a stab wound to his shoulder? Get him sit down. What do you mean he has a stab wound on his shoulder, ma'am? Yeah, he's bleeding from his shoulder. I can't get my arm. 3101. I can't get my arm. Baby, I'm so sorry. Baby, listen, please, God, please, God. Please, God. Is he awake? Hello?
The frantic woman on the phone was 25-year-old OnlyFans model Courtney Cleaney, and the male struggling for his life was her boyfriend, 27-year-old Christian Obumseli. The call ended abruptly, and officers immediately arrived at the address, only to meet a very bloodied and chaotic sight.
Baby, wake up. Okay.
Get up.
Please go. Please.
Listen, get him up. Get up right now. Drop it on the floor. I'll help him out. Get up.
Oh, no. No, I can't.
Get up.
I can't let this, okay? Wait, it wasn't me. Relax, guys.
Relax.
Why? No, guys.
Relax.
Boss, what's going on? Hey, you good? What do you have?
Relax.
What are you doing from? Go.
Guys, please.
Relax. Sit down.
Here. Okay.
Sit down.
Here, just let me.
Sit down.
Okay. Baby, come here. Just sit down.
Dad.
What is his name? Christian Obumseli.
What's his name?
Christian Obumseli. Obumseli, please.
Listen, sit down. Do me a favor, sit down. Do not
Why
move.
are you yelling at me?
Do not move.
Why are you yelling at me?
Do not move, sit down.
Okay,
we don't know what's going on. We don't know what happened.
I'm terrified
So
for him.
right now, don't worry. They're helping him. So just sit down. Don't move, okay?
I'm covered in his blood because I'm trying to
Okay,
save
I understand
him. I'm trying to save him.
that. I understand that.
And if I don't, you can't. Then
Okay.
what will I do with
All
my
right.
I need him. He's like my other half.
Upon arrival, officers found Courtney covered in blood and holding Christian's head as he lay on the floor helpless. While medics attended to Christian, officers tried to calm Courtney and uncover how her boyfriend got into such a life-threatening situation.
I need to be at the hospital with him.
Oh, you're not going anywhere.
Why?
Because we're conducting an investigation.
It was I was self-defense. My mom was on the phone.
Okay, well, listen, the detectives are coming. You're gonna talk to them, and then you're gonna explain your side.
But I'm gonna be covered in blood. I look crazy. I was holding him while he was spurting blood, trying to stop the blood.
Okay, so you guys started arguing, then what happened?
Threw me against the wall, choked me. You're looking like this. He's never choked me to where it's
Okay,
crazy stuff. But I couldn't breathe.
Okay.
Then he put me on the.
So he
on the
throws you
ground.
against the wall?
Then he put me on the ground, choked me. That's happened 2 other times.
Did he
before.
tell you anything? Did he say
just
anything?
like that kind of face, like where I was really scared and I was trying to get him off of me and he wouldn't
Okay.
get off. Then he gets off, then I call my mom.
Okay.
And then I went into the other room and I was talking to her and I was crying and saying like something has happened, I don't know what's going on with Christian. And I was just crying, whatever. And then I went to the kitchen and he started charging at me. And I said I'm gonna massage you. He goes, do it. And then he charged me and I went through. But he was far away and I never in a million years I'm
He threw
scared.
a statue at you?
No. It was the knife. I said I was just holding it to be please don't come anywhere near me.
Although she admitted to having stabbed him out of self-defense, Courtney was covered in his blood and things weren't looking good for her. So she was taken to an interrogation room in hopes of calming her down and starting a formal investigation. But that ended with her receiving very terrible news.
I have to inform you that Christian did not make it. Unfortunately, the doctors did what they could. And
Christian is dead.
Yes.
Oh my God. This is not real, right? Okay.
After Christian's death, Courtney, as the main suspect in the case, was charged with second-degree murder and was denied bail by a judge. While her attorneys insist Courtney was acting in self-defense and Christian was the aggressor in the relationship, investigations spanning 2 years have uncovered several pieces of footage of the couple, which involve Courtney physically assaulting Christian.
Anyway, I was sober for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And now why am I not sober?
In their private elevator to the $12,000 a month apartment. Bit of a fight here. Now, there's 2 different interpretations of this. The prosecution says, yeah, this is...
And a leaked conversation between the couple even suggested that this wasn't the first stabbing.
The crazy thing about all of this is that yesterday, when you stabbed me in the leg and you saw how bad it was hurting me and I couldn't walk, I couldn't do and you were telling me I wish I could have taken your pain away. I wish it was me and not you.
Investigators are still uncovering more details in the ongoing case, and Courtney remains in jail pending a jury hearing. Some people think Courtney primarily acted in self-defense as she was female and was much smaller than her boyfriend. But the next alleged abusive celebrity is an undefeated American professional boxer who was accused of punching his baby mama in the face.
What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
On December 27, 2022, 911 dispatch received a disturbing call from a woman expressing fear for her life.
I need help, please.
Ma'am, repeat the address. I need to send units to you. I need the address.
Please help me. He's gonna kill me.
Ma'am, what's the address?
After giving the address, the woman ended the call, forcing officers down to a Florida residence where they would meet renowned boxer Gervonta Davis, blocking the 911 caller from driving away.
There's no big questions about this, right? All right, you come over here. You come over here, please, and stand with him. With my partner.
Yes, sir.
What
Any
is that?
weapons on you?
Huh? What is that?
The charger, man.
The charger?
Ain't
Okay.
Get anything on you?
Stay with him.
I'm at my house.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm
I'm asking you. Gotta ask you. Who's in the car?
This is my car. She took my
Cool.
car.
Who is she to you?
We'll just be right here.
My child mother.
Oh, okay. All right. Does she have any weapons?
No.
All right. Well, just put down your phone for now, sir. What's your name?
15, I go.
Javante.
Javon. What?
Javante. She trying to take my car, and I don't want her to take
She's
my
trying
car.
to leave?
Yeah, she's trying to leave. But I got a driver to be able to take her wherever she want to go.
That works. All right. Who else is in the house?
Not for sure.
Who you live with?
Oh, my daughter and my other daughter.
How old is she?
4. She 4.
Gervonta seemed agitated, and that made the officers suspicious that something had indeed transpired. While one officer examined Gervonta, the other officer went to speak with the alleged victim. Although they weren't aware of the entire situation, when the officer came back to question Davis after talking to the victim, things became pretty heated.
All right, sir. What's your side of this?
She's trying to take my car. This is my truck. All my keys is placed on the counter in there. She took my car key and she trying to leave with my car.
Okay.
That's it.
Where does she live?
Huh?
Where does she live? Where does she
I don't
live?
know her exact address, but
Does she live in Canada? Does she live in the United States?
Come on, man. Y'all,
No, but she's local though. She's visiting.
She's local.
Does she live in Parkland?
No, she don't live in Parkland.
What city does she live in? Help me out.
I don't know. She can tell you better than that. You were just talking to her.
I know, but I'm asking you.
Where's she trying to go with it?
I'm new. I mean, I just moved here a year ago. I don't know what part of.
That's your baby?
Yes, that's my daughter.
Does the baby live with you or with her?
With her.
And you don't know where your baby lives?
You trying to make this about?
I'm trying to find out what happened.
Okay, wasn't you just talking to her? Can't she provide all them information to you?
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
Okay, but don't you know...
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
Have you just talking to her though? What the information that she gave you? Can't she tell you?
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
All I'm just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. How did she get here?
She drove with my car. Yes, my car.
To get here?
Yes, my car.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you give her that car?
No, I did not.
Did you let her drive that car?
Yes.
17 Bravo 3 copy now.
Well, she got here. From wherever she lives, she drove the car here, so she takes the car home.
No, she don't. That's
9-1 drop off 5851 Holbrook Road.
Gervonta's story was very confusing, and he didn't give the officers much to work with. Driving away with his car seemed to be the cause of the dispute, which shouldn't be, considering that the victim drove to his house with the car, as he claimed. He insisted on letting the officers take her side of the story, but that wasn't a very smart choice.
He hit you like behind the ear, kind of in the head?
Here, my head.
Where your hand is?
Yes.
Is it swollen or anything?
No, it just hurts.
It just hurts?
Yes.
Okay, so he hit you like that. Then how about the lip? How did that happen?
Because how he hit me. probably like with the hand, but I don't.
So that was one strike?
Yes.
That got both the side of your head and then
This side of my face.
and then came across the side of your face and caught your lip, and your lip like looks like it probably hit your tooth inside your mouth and caused a little abrasion there. Okay.
A bleeding lip and the victim's words on their own weren't concrete evidence to support the assault claims, but it was discovered that Gervonta's residence had cameras stationed everywhere, so the officers could begin building a case from there. But before they would do that though, Gervonta's dismissive and passive-aggressive attitude would affect him greatly.
You see what's going on.
I'm sorry?
You see what's going on. She just want to say
You know, to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on because she's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lip, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you? You know, she was getting ready to leave.
So why did she?
Because then she told the other deputy that you hit her.
Right. So she want something to happen since I.
Well, maybe she does. Maybe she does. But this is what happens when when folks don't get along. You know, I got to figure it out. You're being a little evasive with me. You know.
How?
Because every time I ask you a question, you suck your teeth and you say, "Oh, come on, man, you know what's going on." You're not giving me any really straight answers. I asked you to give me your driver's license, you bring me out a passport. You know, I mean, I asked to see your daughter, you said, no, I don't want her to see the police.
I showed you.
You did, but I wanted to see her. And now I'm going to have to talk to her because she said that when you hit her, it was in front of her, the baby. The 4-year-old. Because you're going to go to jail.
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back. Hey, the little one inside.
You don't gotta ask me about her.
Well, we need to make sure she's with somebody.
She's okay. She's with somebody.
Okay, listen, I get you that you're upset, but we can't just say. What's your first name? What's your first name? We can't just say that she's just with somebody. We have a duty to make sure that she's with the right people. Okay, so where's the mother of that child? What's his first name?
Gervonta.
Gervonta.
Listen real quick. It's either that.
Ain't no more talking.
No, there is more talking because otherwise.
It's not.
So you would rather we take the child to
can't go walk in. So I just said somewhere in there. Y'all cannot walk into my house. No, y'all cannot. No, y'all cannot.
So what we're gonna do is going to end up calling Child Protective Services.
Gervonta was taken to the prison for booking and was released after posting a $1,000 bail, but he was eventually found to be innocent after the domestic violence charges against him were dropped, with the alleged victim releasing a statement saying, "While the emotions were running high, I made an unnecessary call to law enforcement at an intense moment while I was frantic. Gervonta did not harm me or our daughter." However, the couple agreed that Gervonta had to complete an anger management course and a parenting class. Although highly popular, Gervonta's fame can't be compared to the next classic celebrity who would suffer for something he didn't do.
Who's impaired? Driving.
It's impaired?
He's currently in custody for DUI.
On November 18, 2023, Florida state officers were performing a traffic stop when they were suddenly almost hit by a speeding car that came too close to the side of the road.
Hey, sir. How much you had to drink tonight?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing at all?
I'm sorry, this is my insurance.
You almost ran me over. It was me that you almost ran over when you were driving right by me. Okay? When there's police lights lighting up the road over there.
I'm so sorry. It's just been a night where I was just on our way home and we were leaving.
You mind stepping out for me?
Yeah.
Nice truck. Expensive truck.
Okay, sorry, sir.
Considering everyone knows to slow down and drive on the other side of the road when they see a police light, the officers concluded that this driver's intoxication caused the incident. But at the time, they had no idea who he was or what would happen later on in the stop.
So where are you coming from tonight? Come on over here.
Beach. I'm home.
Leaving the beach, heading home?
I'm home.
Nothing to drink tonight?
No, sir.
So it's just, you said they're passengers?
Yeah, just passengers.
But I can smell it on your breath.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's I was just kissing my girlfriend. Apologize.
That's what you're gonna say? That you were kissing your girlfriend, so that's why you have alcohol coming off your breath.
I'm sorry, sir. Yeah, that's what I was sorry.
Oh.
Well, would you mind if I checked your eyes and make sure you're safe to be driving, sir?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
It was clear the suspect hadn't had time to think through his story, as that was a very terrible attempt to deny consuming alcohol. He did remain cooperative though, and even agreed to the field tests. But after almost ramming off a cop, there was only one outcome to this.
No, you're good. We're gonna come over here. Sure. Right here. Straight in front of the vehicle here. So place you in their back. Relax. Alright, explain everything to you. I'm just gonna place you under arrest for DUI. The next part of my investigation is a breath test to determine its alcohol content. Are you willing to provide me a sample of your breath?
Sure.
Sure.
What's if I don't? What's
all right? Let me explain it to you.
Outcome if I don't?
Up until this point, the suspect had only revealed that he was a 33-year-old music producer named Nicholas Bolia. But what the officers didn't know was that he was the son of Terry Gene Bolia, who was a WWE Hall of Famer, Hulk Hogan. But it was at this point of the stop that a truck pulled over and it all clicked for the officers.
Who's impaired driving?
It's impaired.
He's currently in custody for DUI.
Did he blow? Okay.
We're at that point right now where he's asking if he's willing to blow or not.
Cool. Let me find my lawyer real quick, see where we're at. This is crazy. Sorry about this.
It's alright. Basically, if he refuses, he's gonna lose his license. I think he has refused. I think that's where we are with it.
Give me a second.
So if he refuses, he's gonna have the opportunity to go to a driver's license hearing, or he can get a hardship driver's license. If this is his first DUI, then there's methods they can use to reduce the charges. I mean, there's different things that they can do. With your attorney, you should be able to figure all that out.
Yeah, he says his first DUI.
Yeah, he should be.
What was he doing? Was he speeding or what was his deal?
It was move over.
Excuse me?
Move over.
What does move over mean?
Means when the officers are working on the side of the road, you change lanes. He went by us at 51.
Yeah, boy.
Considering celebrities are known to use their status to get themselves or their children out of tough situations, the officers were initially wary of Hulk Hogan, but as he spent more time at the scene, it became clear that the officers had nothing to worry about and instead felt bad for him.
If he was sitting in the car, I couldn't tell, but if he was standing in front of me, I could tell if he was drunk or by just looking at him. Did he look like he was drunk when he saw him?
And honestly, I don't know what the other officer saw. From what I saw, he didn't do that.
Oh well.
If it's his first DUI, he should be okay.
Yeah, it is. It was the best thing I ever did was quit drinking. Every problem I've ever had in my life revolves around somebody drinking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%. Unfortunately, this is all we do all night long.
I don't know how you do it.
Junks off the road.
I don't know how you do it, especially with people that keep running their mouths, man. I lock them all up.
It was 2 a.m., but Hogan waited till his son was taken to the jail before heading home to bed. He seemed distraught by his son's arrest, but it wasn't Nick's first run-in with the law, as the 33-year-old had gotten involved in a DUI-induced car crash in 2007 that left the passenger with massive brain damage. This coming just 16 days after his fourth speeding ticket within 11 months. For this arrest, Nick Hogan was charged with DUI and was released hours later after posting a $500 bond.